Let's talk about the horror. There's this new genre coming out in the film world that you're experimenting with. Can you explain a little bit about that? About what type of genre you're working with your film?
Well, it's interesting. As the sort of economy changed, the studios started getting more interested in making more movies but for less money. And one genre that's really prime for that is the horror thriller genre. So it seems like more studios, more directors, more concepts are sort of in that vein because there's a little more creative license to try new things. And to be honest, the audience is more receptive. I think there's more people wanting to see new ideas rather than the same old pinhole blockbuster.
Right, right. And another thing that you're doing that's kind of experimental is the way you're distributing the film.
Yes, yeah. So the idea behind the Shadow Lurkers featurette is really to just create something that's not quite a short film, not quite a teaser, but something that sort of gives the idea, the vision of what this film will be, so that both people, audience, can sort of get a vibe for it, as well as the studios. And it's a hybrid. It's definitely an experiment. But because of my position as a commercial director, I was able to sort of make a mini version of the movie, which you can't do just every day. But if we could do it, if we could put our vision out there, that was the idea.
Great. And how can somebody watch the film? Or first of all, when's it going to be released, and how can people watch it?
Great. We thought it'd be kind of cool to release it on the night of a lunar eclipse, which plays into the concept of the movie. So that's coming up a week from today. So it'll be released on June 4th, and that's on youtube.com/shadowlurkersmovie.com, I believe, if I have that right. And that'd be the YouTube channel. So yeah, if you're around on January 4th, check out Shadow Lurkers the movie on YouTube. You should find a good.
Now, why did you pick June 4th with this lunar eclipse? Does it have something to do with the shadows?
Absolutely. The idea behind the movie, of course, is playing with what happens if these shadows that we feared as a child were to come to life. And it plays into something that's actually legitimately happening, which is as the archaeological world sort of discovered more and more about the Mayan culture, they've really started to decipher their calendar, which famously people know about the big 2012 end of the world date. But there's other dates on there that the Mayans have been obsessed about. One is eclipses, in particular one kind of eclipse that comes around every 733 years. Now, what is this eclipse about? Why is this special to the Mayans? Well, you saw in these illustrations in the Mayan culture these sort of shadow people, and they're only now deciphering that maybe this eclipse is their concept of shadow light and real life sort of meeting. So the lunar eclipse sort of ties into that concept. It's a bit of a portal, maybe the bridge between the shadow world and our world. So the movie plays up on that concept, and we thought it'd be kind of fun to release it on a lunar eclipse night.
Great. And once again, how can people see the movie, and when you're releasing it, and all that?
Yeah, we're going to release it, the lunar eclipse, coming up next week, June 4th, and you can find it on YouTube /shadowlurkersmovie.com. So check it out on YouTube and find Shadow Lurkers movie. You'll find it.
Great. Appreciate your time and sharing how you made the movie and why you made the movie. It's been a lot of fun, and we look forward to seeing the movie.
My pleasure. Just be afraid of your own shadow.
There you go. I'm Edwin. We're with director Andrew Jenkins of Shadow Lurkers, the movie. Check the movie out at youtube.com/Shadow Lurkers movie.